Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for a tarot reading for all Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thanks to everybody for all the support. We're going to jump right into it. I do want to welcome people who are new here and let you all know that I post new readings on Friday, then again on Monday. However, I periodically do a money and career reading. Those come out on Wednesdays. So if you don't mind hitting the like button on the reading, I so appreciate it. It will help people to see this reading, but it will also tell YouTube when those Wednesday readings show up to put those in your algorithm so you know that they're out there, all right? All right. What advice do you have for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Sagittarius need to know, please, for the best and highest good of all involved with Sagittarius? Messages for Sagittarius, please. All right, we will start here with the tarot. I'm going to lay these out. Then we're going to have the Halloween Oracle just to kind of bring the whole thing together. You have the 10 of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles. We've got the Page of Cups, the Lovers, the Temperance energy. Well, what I got with this, the Queen of Wands, you and your own energy, I do feel like for somebody here, you're like caught right in the middle of an issue. Well, let's get into this, but yeah, that's what I got first, kind of caught in the middle almost as a mediator or a go-between and not wanting to be in that position. All right, what else does Sagittarius need to know, please? All righty, we have here joy, rejoicing in the present. Look, isn't that the perfect card? This is a wonderful energy to have. It's trying to tell you it is time to have joy in this moment. And for some, if you're in that place where you say, I never want this to end, it's right here. But it also, too, is telling you that joy and happiness are coming into your life. It's a wonderful sign, okay, when you have this coming out. So if you have been caught in the middle of something, or even if it's a job where you're like, I'm really over this, it's time for me to move on, I do feel like you're going to move into your path. You're on your path to your most joy. That's what it's all about. What a beautiful card. Doesn't come out a lot either. So I do feel like with this, we've got Sagittarius here, of course. We like that. We've got Gemini too. But also too, this Queen of Wands, you and your own power. I do feel like you're getting onto this path leading down the road into a much more positive state. So if you have been in the middle of something, or even if you've been in a situation where you knew information, what I got in the very beginning was like knowing somebody's not in a good relationship and kind of feeling caught in the middle of, I don't really want to get more involved in this, but I also know this information and I don't feel good about not sharing it. I just feel like you're privy to something and it puts you in a weird spot. So I do feel like with this, here's where for some, you may rationally detach from it. If it's a job, you may decide to move on and it's got, it's kind of left up to each person there to decide what to do for themselves. But I do feel like for you, you're going to take a leap of faith and move forward. I also feel like too, though, if you are in a position with knowing information about a friend or a relative or something like that, I feel like you're going to get yourself out, almost like rational detachment, kind of detach from the situation. And if that person wants to know, they'll come and find you. But I just don't see you staying and hanging out in that position. Just kind of what it feels like is just hanging there. Now, there may also, too, be the information that comes out on its own that kind of relieves you from this. Sorry, I have a ponytail in and I got to take out this hairband. It's bugging me. Okay, this is part of why I'm not on camera. It's like that kind of little stuff. Who wants to watch that? Anyway, with the 10 of Wands here, it's a struggle. You've been in some kind of a challenging situation, but I actually feel like with these two, this is not a bad thing, even though most people don't love to see these types of cards. I feel like they're trying to tell you that the burden is coming to a conclusion. You're getting out of this energy. Now, if it's been something too where you transferred in terms of a job, you've already relocated and you're having a heck of a time finding housing, like you're staying in a situation temporarily, but it's like, no, I gotta move on. and it's been challenging, or you're trying to move and you just can't seem to find the right situation. I do feel like you're going to have the information you need. It may be different than what you thought, though. I just get this feeling of you may have to, with this, to put these wands down, broaden your scope a little bit. And so with the Ten of Wands being here, it is about a cycle coming to a conclusion. That burdensome heavy lifting, whatever it is that you've been doing the heavy lifting with, you're going to be done, all right? So, and even if it's with like a work project and you've kind of been doing it on your own, because the Queen of Cups will do and do and do for others, but she doesn't always remember to put her own oxygen mask on first. And so when you see this energy, especially if you really relate to that, maybe you're the one taking on all the family issues, you're the mediator like we talked about, especially with this one, that would be exactly it. I do feel like you're going to be in that place, and this is sort of a little push to say, hey, let's get your own oxygen mask on first. Let's make sure that you're a priority on your own list here, so we're not just, doing for other people. We're the human part of our lives too. Now, in terms of a love relationship, boy, do you have something coming in here. It's going to be terrifically romantic. So I do feel like if you've been in a bit of a challenging energy, part of it, if you're single, having a new relationship come in is like just what the doctor ordered. But my gosh, this talk about love and romance and, get ready for the heart emojis to come on. It's like, this is the kind of energy too, where whoever this person is, they're very in touch with their feelings. And I keep hearing they emote. Okay. And what I feel like they're trying to say is they share their feelings with you. This is not somebody who keeps their feelings guarded and close to the vest. This is someone who wants to be in love, who wants to build a relationship, who wants to invest. They see that as why they're here. I feel like they have that Leo, what is it? Now I can't remember his last name, but it's with a B. That therapist that used to hug everybody, okay, at the end of the session or at his book signings. It's like they get that. Now they might not be quite like that where they're just hugging everybody. But I do feel like they get like how relationships are such a profound purpose of our life's path. And so I do feel like you're connecting with somebody. If you're already with them right now, this is a life partner and there's no doubt about it. But I also feel like too, if that's the case, they're going to be very helpful to help you temper and redirect this 5 energy that's coming in, because I do see you as detaching from it. Whatever you've been in the middle of with this 5 of Wands, it's like, let's be done with this. I just don't, this is not part of what I want in my day-to-day. And if it is a job too, I do feel like you're going to have a new opportunity, a new offer. Now, I mentioned before, for someone, I feel like you got into a little bit of a bind with some kind of a new opportunity, and just not having the housing is what it feels like, where you're in a little bit of a pickle with that. And so I do feel like it's like you may be sick of looking, but I do see you as getting an opportunity, moving forward and finding the right opportunity. And if it's something too that's a ways away, but you're in the planning stages and you thought, I think I'm going to move here someday, and all of a sudden you realize, no, I'm priced out of that area. I'm taxed out of that area. I can't, it's just not going to work. What I like about it is you're going to realize that and be able to pivot before you get into the situation. So you're not going to be in a position where you're going to say, oh my God, what have I just done here? So if you're in the place where you're kind of doing some research and you're finding that you're coming up short and it's a bit frustrating, I feel like with the Page of Cups, this also brings in new offers. So in a situation with this, it's a wonderful card to have, because it may be a bit of a surprise to you where you find something else, a replacement. All right. And so with this Page of Cups, so it's a lot of attraction energy. It's wonderful energy. So pay attention to your dreams. But I'm telling you what, you are privy to confidential information. Nothing says it like this. It's like, psst, 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 listen up, that sort of thing. Now, like I said before, if you're in the middle of someone else's relationship, you might be like, no, I don't want to hear any more about this. I'm done with this. But it's still a symbol that you've gotten some kind of information, and you may be on the minority of people who are aware of this, if it's something with a job or even a relationship. But either way with this, it's all about, being in a place where you have an open heart. And so using your compassion as your guide. And I also get it too, though, you're going to be on the receiving end of somebody who's like this very much. With the Lover's energy, love this one. Okay, this wonderful Lover's energy brings in great love and healing, and so does Temperance. And so with the Lover's energy, you're at a bit of a turning point here. You've got to shift, but you're overcoming difficulties. That's what this is all about. This mountain also too can symbolize fertility. This is another one though that's all about dream interpretation. So pay attention to your dreams at night, because they're also your subconscious trying to guide you. If you start to have dreams where it seems like you're a bit trapped, you know, I had somebody the other day tell me they have on a regular basis dreams of prison. And so they're like, but I'm not unhappy in the dream, but there's still an element though of being confined. I mean, you don't have much choice when you're in prison. So I do feel like with you, if you're having some ongoing dreams here, that's going to be important. So here you go, Hugh, in this Archangel Michael energy. I do feel like this is part of why you may have been a bit of a confidant. You may have more information than you ever wanted to know, because this is easy energy. And so when you're in this energy, people are going to confide in you, by the way. And you might go, well, how do I turn the spigot off? I've heard enough here. But with this too, it's kind of like let it go and let it flow. You know, I do feel like with this, it's like we said before, it's all about tempering and redirecting. Wear the world like a loose fitting garment when you've got this temperance energy showing up here, where you don't allow yourself to get too stressed out by anything. And so be easy about it. That's what life's all about. You know, in this one too, it shows you in the backdrop this path that is being led and guided to this dawn of a new day. It's not completely straight. And so it is an indication that life's path isn't always completely straight, but you are on the right path. And so with the Queen of Wands here, you've got great loyalty and you've got a match coming in. So I also feel like part of why you're getting so much information is because you are loyal. It's also a symbol of your own loyalty here. And that may be kind of in some ways a double-edged sword for those of you that are like, enough is enough, I've heard enough. But with this, so I definitely see you as having a new beginning, and you've got a great love story here. So let's see here what else Sagittarius needs to know. What messages do you have for Sagittarius, please? Advice for Sagittarius. The situation will improve. Well, I agree. You've got great aspects here, and you have success coming in. And you've got big, happy changes. I'm telling you, this reading really does tell a story here. We've got you ready. So you're going to be on the change path here. You've got don't stop. So you're going to be in this place where you're going to let go of something or be removed from something that's been, like we were talking about at the beginning, keeping you in the middle, so that you can move forward and just be done with that chapter. But good things are on the way for you, Sagittarius. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.